It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's a beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we are. For your boy. For your boy. Hustle for your boy. Mix it for your boy. Drop it for your, lift it up.
There you go. Where you running at? No music. Where you running? Melodies. From hell. Oh. What you say?
Good morning. Good morning. How y'all doing? Y'all, good morning, good morning, good morning. Girl, I'm almost finished my hair. Well, no, I'll say 2/3. I ain't going, well, a little over half. You know what I'm saying? Girl, I took off of work. That's why y'all hear Saint jingle belling in the background. That's why you hear him listen, Miss Bell. I was unsure, but I said, that's a clear man. Talking about some rain. That was a clear man, girl. That was a clear man. The one who was trying to play like he was directing the choir. You can tell he been around niggas, though. Rain. Girl, I said, is he a Mexican? What is this? Girl, I seen that. So I know I'm not tripping. Did I see it? Matter of fact, thank you for reminding me. Let me cue that up. I can't play it quite yet. Hold on. But let me cue that up. Do you hear me? Not only did I see it, I screenshotted it. I heard it was a hot topic. Shout out to Wiley, man. You know, I'm perplexed about the conversation because Wiley does suffer from mental health disorders. Mental disabilities, if you would call it that. Now, this nigga ain't ran all day. Now he wanna play horse race. I don't understand. I'm about to take that bell off him when he come over here. But look, he got mental health issues, so it's hard to just like laugh, even though I still laugh. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to laugh. You know what I'm saying? So I just did a laugh. I didn't do a laugh. I just did a laugh because it was hilarious. It was hilarious. Not only did he call the National Guard, he called the FBI. And y'all, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, Wiley from the Wiley Show, he has mental health issues, and I don't know what happened, but I know the live started. He was talking about he's a YouTuber, and he was talking about his grandmother is unalived. And we was like, huh? So he said, I haven't talked to her, I can't get in touch with her. She's definitely unalived. So he called down to the nursing home And the people was like, hold on. And they put him on hold. And he said, see, they keep putting me on hold. She no longer here. She done went on to glory. You know what I'm saying? Girl, tell me why this boy hung up. Now, he's in Vegas. Look, that was hilarious, September Virgo. I'm going to play that part. I got to play that part. But look, he's in Vegas. He's calling Chicago, Bedford Park to be exact. Shout out to Bedford Park. You know, my auntie used to live out there. Matter of fact, after Katrina, that's where we went when we went stay with her. In Bedford Park. I know exactly where Bedford Park at. I used to be out there. You feel me? Now I used to be in the city, but I know exactly where Bedford Park at. It's like a middle class, maybe up to upper middle class neighborhood. Oh, I know all about Bedford Park, baby. Yes, I do. This Negro in Vegas, and once he realized he couldn't get in touch with the people, girl, he called the police in Chicago as if he was in Chicago and told them people that first he said the nursing home unalived his grandmother. And he was putting her name, girl, everything out. Then he said, then he called the police again and was like, what's the man's name? His uncle, so his grandmother's son. Now he's a bishop. Cartwright. He's a Cartwright, girl. He's a Cartwright. He's a Cartwright. He's a Cartwright, girl. He said, Bishop, I forgot his first name, Cartwright, just went in a nursing home and popped my grandmother upside the head. And the people was like, were you there? He was like, yes, I have blood all over me right now. So the people were like, are you still there? He was like, yes. And so they were like, okay, girl, one time he called one of the people. It was a black lady. I love us. Oh, I love us Negroes. I love Black Americans like you don't know. Listen to me and listen to me good. He called the police department and the black lady listened to him. And she waited till he finished. And she said, you do know you could go to jail for making false claims, right? He said, I'm not making a false claim. This is real. This is real. And the lady said, well, why I don't hear no gunshots? Because he was over there saying that it's popping off right now. And the lady said, well, I don't hear no shots. And he was like, because they got a silencer. They got a silencer. Girl, the lady said, girl, I think the lady hung up on him. That lady was like, I don't have time for this. Then he goes into Walmart, girl. And then we about to get into the show. Then he walk into the Walmart. And he goes in there and he tells everybody he has a bomb and it's gonna tick in 2 minutes. Now he's using the name of his uncle, Bishop Cartwright. He's a Cartwright. Mm-hmm. He is a Cartwright. But he's telling you my name is, I don't know what is the first name, but Bishop, whatever Cartwright. Then Farrakhan called a straight. He said, I was sent by Louis Farrakhan and the NOI. I said, well, I be damned. Farrakhan can't catch a break. I said, well, what Farrakhan ain't said nothing to you, Wiley. Why would you put that man up in that? He already in the stuff with FBA versus the other people. You gonna come around there and say that man, the NOI, that nigga said, what is it? The minister, Louis Farrakhan and the NOI sent me the bomb going off in 2 minutes. So he going around the whole Walmart telling everybody, oh, it's about to go off. It's about to go off. And he'll look at their name tag and say, Teresa, you about to die. You about to. But baby, when he went outside and they had this black lady or old black lady, I love us for real, bro. That lady was sitting in that wheelchair. We about to get into it. That lady was sitting in that wheelchair. First of all, he had clear people out there, and he was saying, it's a bomb, it's a bomb. Move, 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 girl. The clear people was running. I was like, oh, my God, oh, my God. He went up to that black lady in that wheelchair. He said, ma'am, I have a bomb. I have a bomb. He was like, you need to move now. And he said, you want to die? She said, yeah. He said, I have a bomb. Do you want to die? She said, yay. He got mad because the lady wasn't scared. Girl, I was like, how you mad that lady not scared? That lady said, yay, yay, come on. That lady was like, yeah, let's do it. Run that. You could tell that lady had a time that she must have, it might have messed up her stamps or some of the food stamps. Maybe her social security check wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. That lady said, yeah. He asked her again. Wasn't she over his Zara? He asked her again. Not only did he ask her again, she doubled down. She said, yes. Yeah, come on, girl. Then he want to say, yeah, you ain't got no sense. That's why you in that chair. I said, now, Wiley, you wrong for that. You is wrong for that. How you mad at that lady ain't scared of you talking about you got a bomb? Me and Miss Parker were talking about this last night on the phone. First and foremost, Negroes ain't got no bombs. Where we gonna get a bomb from? Now, if you said a blicky, possibly. A bomb, stop it, Wiley. Where you gonna get a bomb from? You don't know how to build one. Where you gonna get a bomb? Who gives a Negro? That's some clear people stuff. Walking in the store talking about they got a bomb. Girl, that lady looked at Wiley and said, not today, nigga. I done had a rough day. You want to run this bitch? Run it. Let's go. Yeah, run it. Yeah, let's go. We gonna get into it. Black people don't be having no bombs, girl. That lady knew when she looked at Wiley, he was crazy. That lady said, bomb. Yeah, run it. Girl, he should have said he had a blicky, not a bomb. You know what I mean? Now, a blicky, yes. A bomb, hell no. I know that's right, Devin. She said, truth is I'm tired. Options are few. That whatever that lady was had going on, baby, or was going through, Wiley walked into the wrong. He walked into the wrong one. He went to the wrong one. That lady ain't had no time for that. Matter of fact, I believe if that lady had a blicky, she'd have popped Wiley right then and there, girl. It was a time. But we gonna get into the show because we gonna play a little piece of that too. But before we do that, let's talk about what the topics are, honey. Y'all like the video? You know, I feel like I be preaching on here. I don't be wanting to be preaching on here. I got off live yesterday, and I was like, girl, you be doing too much. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna try to talk without passions or whatever. But we talking about the migrants. You know, they done passed bills. They about to get houses and things of that nature. We're gonna talk about Uncle Luke. He went live in the spaces last night. I found the spaces. This the crazy part, girl. I put the spaces on and went laid down. I fell asleep. 5.5 hours of screen record gone. So I was like, bet I could just edit out, you know, the whoop, you know what I'm saying? And then keep the whoop, you know, because it was only like 50 something minutes. It wasn't even long. Girl, I wake up, go to edit out the other part because I'm doing this on my phone. Girl, I can't even save it because I got 5 hours of video already on my phone. So my phone is just like, you ain't got no storage, girl. So I was like, damn it. So I was like, okay, cool. Let me go and delete it out my camera, but I got it in the app, so it should be good. So I deleted out the camera. It's still 5.5 hours. I'm like, dude. So I go delete it out of my backup Google Photos. I deleted it out my OneDrive. You know, that's a cloud for the people who got the iPhones. I deleted it out of everywhere, girl. Went back to the app, and the app, the video said, look for me. Because once I deleted it out the OneDrive, it was gone. So I didn't have it. I was sick, but I found it on YouTube. The good Lord must have wanted me to talk about it. So we're going to roll that. But Luke was dragging us again, telling us we don't know what we're talking about. And Louis Farrakhan, he's again using Louis, the minister. Talk about Harris Zimoff. What's that? What's going on with that? But he used the minister again because the minister double talked. Let's talk about it. See? I keep telling y'all, I don't revere no man walking this earth so much so where they can't be doggone criticized. I don't care who it is, okay? Listen. Farrakhan, well, no. Luke, he turned around and retweeted Farrakhan calling Kamala black, saying that she's a black woman and we need to vote for her and blah, 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 blah. But there's also footage of Farrakhan saying Trump is the best thing that ever happened to America. Now, I'm not obtuse. I understand that two things can be true at the same time, but one of those things are not. Kamala Harris, her own self, has never identified as black. Matter of fact, her paperwork says she's clear. I keep telling y'all, that is a status, not a color. It's only a color down here at the bottom so we can fight each other. It is a style. It is a status, I'm sorry. But he tried to use that, but I'm saying this to say that. I'm saying that to say this, I'm sorry. Using Louis Farrakhan as if he was the best thing as sliced bread, to me, it really, it really grinds my gears. And I'm not taking away from the amazing things that Louis Farrakhan has done in the NOI, because I ain't gonna say the black community, in the NOI. Let's be clear. If some of us can, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna take away from those things. But he has a checkered past. Shout out to Cyrus Suit Steady. I was listening to his live today. He did, I want to say a day or so ago, and he was talking about Cyrus Suit Steady. And I had already mentioned him admitting somewhat so allegedly that he had something to do with Malcolm's unaliving. There's actual footage on there of him speaking as if he got the goal. Remember when Malcolm spoke against the so-called honorable Elijah Muhammad, the half-breed? He was on tape saying he got the goal. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. So with that being said, listening to Steady, I forgot about another one. Khalid Muhammad. Let's talk about it. Brother Khalid Muhammad was the most explosive person out of the NOI or the Muslim movement since Malcolm X, period. Okay? And he had words to say against who? The minister Louis Farrakhan. Okay? Well, the NOI people revered him the same way he revered Elijah Muhammad. And I'm going to just say, coincidences, maybe, I don't know, maybe people was in the right place, wrong place at the wrong time. Khalid Muhammad ain't here no more. So with that being said, all this putting up Minister Farrakhan as if he was like the leader of the black people, he's never been that. He was always the leader of the black Muslim movement, not the black people. I tell people this all the time. We are from the South. You may run into 1,000 people and might not run into one Muslim where I come from. You know what I'm saying? We were Christians in the South. That doggone, what do you call it? That Muslim movement and all that, that's for them woke niggas that came from up north, girl. That's for them woke niggas that came from up north. We didn't do that, girl. We were so indoctrinated with Christianity, girl. We didn't miss a Sunday of church. We talked about it already. But I like what Goddess Hathor says. Exactly, and he gets money from the government, and most of them are married to clear women. This is the thing. If you believe Louis Farrakhan ain't intertwined with the powers that be, or at least somebody connected, if you think he ain't got his hands in them pockets, y'all slower than turtles. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all slower than turtles. Nobody's above reproach, but we're going to get into it. But before we get to that, let's get Wiley up here. Wiley is a YouTuber. I already talked about it. We already talked about the incident. Yeah, you know what? Let's start there. Let's start with the migrants first. We'll go to Wiley. Let's start with the migrants first, because Wiley was acting a fool. Let's start with the migrants first. So let's do this. Okay. So in case you guys didn't know, whenever you see laws and bills passed in one place, do not ever mistake yourself or be foolish enough to believe that it does not affect you, nor will it not affect you in the future. Listen, ever since the beginning of time, especially when them conquistadors and them conquerors came over here in 1492, or not 1492, in the 1500s is when it really came to North America, or at least the United States. You have to understand what was going on. Before they were able to get the French from get the Louisiana Purchase from the French. There was a thing called the 13 colonies. The 13 colonies basically covered the East Coast, all the way down Georgia, South Carolina, maybe. I know South Carolina, maybe Georgia. I can't remember. Nevertheless, listen, there were things passing in Virginia. Listen, that people saw, and they were like, oh, snap, yeah, this is in Virginia. But you got to understand this. It started in Virginia, and then it moved all over the rest of the Americas. Hence, when they did purchase the land from the immigrants, from the French, because the French was going through their war. They was having war with Haiti, and they was also having beef back at home in Europe. So once they bought that land, and that land came with people for pennies on the dollar, and that land came with people, guess what happened with all them laws that was going on in Virginia? Guess what happened? All them laws, the Virginia Slave Code, the Virginia Slave Act, all of that affected everywhere. So you listen, because I seen this on the live, and we're going to talk about this. Do not ever once believe because it's happening in one place. That's the most ignorant thing you could ever say to yourself. Well, that's in California. That ain't got nothing to do with me. For now, duck, goose. They always started somewhere. I told y'all they were going to be passing out the medication. I said, but when they started that in Canada, I said, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. And they was like, well, it's in Canada. It's in Canada. Well, guess what? Welcome to the party. You're late. It's here. I keep telling y'all, when I be saying stuff, I know a lot of people feel like I don't like people that say I told you so, but I do. Let me tell you why, because I'm one of them people. And also because I be telling y'all this stuff because I'm trying to give you the pre-warning, the forewarning of what's about to happen. So now that it came here, and I'm telling y'all it's here, I got to put this part on there.
I told y'all niggas. Y'all thought I was swear, but I told y'all niggas.
I'm not saying this just to be running my mouth. It was happening in California is coming to a city or a state near you. Now, if there's two states that are equally like been beefing with the rest of the states in the government, and they don't give a good goddamn. So you may, and I don't know, and this is a very light may. You may be okay. These two states, all these other states, you dead. You did. Florida is one. Florida don't like the United States. They've been trying to get up out of here, girl, when all of this stuff was going on in these other territories, girl, Florida was like, we got our own things to worry about. We ain't got time. And Texas is the other. If you don't reside in one, and again, this is a heavy if. May. This is a very, very, this may, you may be saved. You may be saved. But all them other places, especially California, that's why they're curating this bull crap. So when they just passed that law down in California, saying, oh girl, we about to do X, Y, and Z to these babies and make it a law to where you can't interfere, you got to know this. It's coming to a state or a city near you. You know what's crazy? I would have thought Alabama too. But Alabama disappointed me. See, all the Bible Belt thing, that's going away. Because look, you know why Alabama disappointed me? Alabama was one of them places saying we ain't doing the migrant thing until people got greased, allegedly, and now they got migrants running all through there too. Alabama disappointed me. So listen, everything and everybody is for sale. Do not think that it ain't coming near you, because it's coming. There's an agenda. This is bigger than me and you. This is bigger than the states. This is bigger than the cities. There's an agenda that has to happen, or that they want to happen for that matter. So now, let's get into the money for the migrants to buy a house. If anybody, put a 1 in the chat if you've ever wanted to own a house. If you don't, put a 1 in the chat if you ever want to own a house. I'm trying to see something. Put a 1 in the chat if you've ever wanted to own a home. I know me, I own one, but before that, of course I wanted to own a home. Like, duh, like who doesn't want to own a home? I mean, some people truly don't. They like, girl, I ain't got time for no maintenance. I like my convenience. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Okay, put a 2 in the chat. No, put a 3 in the chat if you've ever wanted to have money to purchase the home. So meaning if you would have loved to have a grant or something that say, here, girl, you want to buy a home? Take this money and go get your home. Put a 3 in the chat if you would have liked that. I know I would have, child. Yeah, please. Down payments 20%. They don't play about that down payment. Do you hear me? Put a 3 in the chat if you would have loved to have them people say, here, girl, the housing market is crazy. Here, take this 50 or 150K and go get you a house, girl. Well, okay, I'm glad we all on the same page. Now, why is this important? In California, and remember this because this is going to come up in that live we're going to go over, but in California, they just passed the bill for the migrants to get 150,000 of them things, okay, to purchase a home. Let's get into it. Oh, yeah. See, and this is why the clear people are panicking, because it ain't just us that's getting left out. The clear's being left out too, girl. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do, girl. The clears is being left out. You got to be here, girl. You got to see. Listen, I've been bird watching the clears. Yes, I have. I've been watching them clears because they the ones going to crash out. But look, let's peep.
Eligible for 150,000.
In the meantime, illegal immigrants in California now one step closer to receiving state funds that they could use for a down payment on a home. Senior national correspondent William LaJeunesse reports. Hi, William.
Well, Martha,
let me pause right quick. I want to say I did misspeak. They haven't passed it yet, but it done went through the hard part, and the place where it has to go is a majority Democratic place. So yeah, it's gonna pass. But I just wanted to say that part because I did misspeak and say it already passed, but it's gonna pass. It's definitely gonna pass.
the bill just passed the state Senate. It now goes back to the Assembly, where Democrats have a supermajority, and aides tell me it is likely to pass. The bill makes illegal migrants eligible for $150,000 to buy a new home. Lawmakers created the program so citizens and legal residents could afford to live here. But last week, Democrats changed the law to say this: an applicant who meets requirements for the loan assistance program shall not be disqualified solely based on the applicant's immigration status.
The social and economic benefits of homeownership should be accessible to everyone, regardless of immigration status.
So the program provides first-time buyers with a zero-interest loan up to 20% of the home's purchase price. So that's up to $150,000 cash up front for a down payment and closing costs. This year, this $255 million program sold out in 11 hours, requiring a lottery. 18,000 applied, 2,000 got loans. And when a home sells, the state is repaid with a small percentage of any appreciation. The bill is sponsored by a prominent Latino rights group with close ties to Vice President Harris.
What the rest of the America needs to be worried about is the Kamala Harris-Walz administration taking these crazy California ideas and nationalizing them and taking them to the rest of the country. The country can't afford to buy illegal immigrants' homes.
Well, this bill does have a lot of Democratic support. The question is, does Governor Newsom sign it? If it passes, smart money in Sacramento tells me he does.
Ooh, child. Now let's dish. Let's talk about it. See, a lot of y'all like me, y'all be catching the most important parts. Bitch, zero interest? You see, you missed that part. Look. Them people say not only are they giving them a down payment, they're giving them zero interest. Zero interest. Zero interest. Anybody knows the reason that it takes you 30 years to pay down a $150,000 house versus a $150,000 car, what you could pay off in 5 or 6 years, is because the interest hits way different. Let me say that for the people in the bike. You can buy a $150,000 car and you'll pay it off in about 5-6 years. You know what I'm saying? If you got buku money, you pay it off in 3. But if you buy a $150,000 house, it takes you 30 years. Now, why is that? Because the interest on a home is completely different from the interest on a vehicle. So with that being said, when you buy a house for $150,000, by the time you pay a 30-year mortgage, you bought the house 2-3 times over due to what? The interest. So you giving these illegal migrants 0 interest on a home, literally placing them. You're picking them up and placing them into the middle class. What does that do for the working American who's already in the middle class? Where does that put you? Because remember, they have an economic floor. You do not. Speaking of an economic floor, get the good brother Martin Luther King on here, because he called it. He clocked it and he called it. Way in the 60s, I tell you guys all the time, there's nothing new under the sun. Everything you did has already been done. I want you to hear this. Hold on. Hold on. You got to hear this. Because this has to be said. What we're not going to do, and I can't play the audio and the video, so just get me up here. What we're not going to do is act like this is the first rodeo for America. They did this to us early on in the 1900s. They're doing it to us now, okay? Let's go get Mike and what he got to say. And, you know, like I say, I struggles with Mike because Mike, this is partially your fault. You led us over here with them folks. Listen.
At the very same time that America refused to give the Negro any land, through an act of Congress, our government was giving away millions of acres of land in the West and the Midwest, which meant that it was willing to undergird its white peasants from Europe with an economic floor. But not.
I want to pause him right here. He said our government was giving the clear peasants, listen, millions of acres of land. Where they get the land from? You, duck, goose. They took it from you and gave it to them. But that's neither here nor there. How does that translate to now? What did Scamala just say about building homes? Let me see if I can go find that. Didn't Scamala just get on here and say that she's going to build 1 million homes? I could have swore I heard her say that. I know what she said. I was there when she said it. When they said, what you going to do? She said, I'm going to build over 1 million homes. Hold on, because we got to break this down. She said one of her policies was to build 1 million homes, right? During her presidency. That's what she said. And black people was like, oh, that's going to be great. We're all going to get homes. No, you're not getting anything. You are not getting anything. Let's get into it. Get Scamala on here.
By building 3 million new, by the end of my first term, we will end America's housing shortage by building 3 million new homes and rentals that are affordable for the middle class.
Who's the middle class? Who is the middle class? Because we're gonna dissect this. Hold on. Who is the middle class? Now, we just found out that these people getting 150 racks to buy a home, 0 interest, and they gonna get jobs. They got health care, they got free food stamps, 15 racks a month, they got 5 racks of cash a month, they got everything. So they walking into like, nigga, what a time to be an immigrant. Let me tell you something. I ain't even hating on the immigrants because they doing what they supposed to do. What a time to be an immigrant. Because guess what? If you ever wanted a chance at life and you felt like life was just horrible for you wherever you was, now is the time to come to America. Who is the middle class? class. Because I know right now I would be probably considered somewhere middle low class or lower middle class, maybe middle class. But guess what? When them folks come over here with the economic floor that they gave them, where does that put me? Does that put me equal to them, or does that put me less than them? Because remember, she preaches about we need to start off on an equal footing. Equality and equity is different. Y'all want to know why I call her Scamala? She's gonna do what? What you gonna do, Scam? What you gonna do?
By the end of my first term, we will end America's housing shortage by building 3 million new homes and rentals that are affordable for the middle class. And we will do that together. We will do that together. And we will make sure those homes actually go to working and middle class Americans, not just investors. Because, you know, some corporate landlords, some of them buy dozens, if not hundreds of houses and apartments. Then they turn them around and rent them out at extremely high prices.
Hold on, because I want to address this. Kaylee says, most people aren't middle class, so why should we care? Okay, if most people aren't middle class, see, you got to understand how economics work. I want to share something with y'all about economics. Get me up here. If we already have a class system, and let's just say what you say is true, most people aren't middle class, fine. We are lower, low class. We're low class. We're the class below middle class. When they then create a new middle class, guess what? You're now not in lower class. You're in lower class. So let me break it down to you in layman's terms. If you could barely rub two nickels together now, you won't even have one nickel to even look at. Does that make sense? So when you say, so why should we care? Because while you thinking it only going to affect the middle class, it don't go like that. See, when you pile stuff on top of each other, the bottom gets heavier, correct? The bottom gets heavier. So as they're piling these classes, they're creating a whole new middle class. You think you got it bad now? And she said she's doing this within the next 4 years. If you think you got it bad now, I'll tell you what. And this is not for you, Kaylee, but for people who think like Kaylee. And I'm glad you put this in the comments, because a lot of us are walking around thinking that. You know what I'm saying? But what's going to happen is it's going to be the poor nigga who have nothing, watching other people who have something, especially people who look like them, because niggas don't try other races. They scared. They only try their own. It's gonna be you leeches and you roaches. I'm not talking to Kaylee. Oh, hold on. It's gonna be the niggas and the leeches and the roaches at the bottom who gonna then want to come and rob the people who are barely making it or anybody doing better than them. And this is why 2/3 won't make it. And I'm not talking about into heaven. I'm talking about period. 2/3 got to go. Because it's you niggas who sit back, and I'm not talking to you, Kelly, but it's you niggas who sit back, fold your arms. Why should I care? Why should I care? Until it's worse and it's messed up for you. Then you want to come out of your neighborhoods in the ski mask. And instead of going and rob the clear people or the immigrants who got you where you at, y'all gonna come rob the niggas who trying to make it. The niggas who trying to make it. And that's the problem I have with you niggas. Not even the fact that you're going to get hungry and you're going to feel like I got to go rob, I got to go do what I got to do. It's the fact that you have specific targets. But that's part of that indoctrination. She says, I'm responding to Kamala's Homes for the Middle Class statement by why should we care? I mean, how does that help us? Okay, I see what you're saying. She's saying about the middle class, but it doesn't help the people that's here now. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But you should still care. Because if you don't care, then things like that happen, and then you screwed. If you just ignore and be like, girl, whatever, things like that go past and they go through and you're screwed. So look, let's get back to Martin. So Martin told y'all he gave y'all the game. He been gave y'all the game. He gave y'all the game in the 60s. Hold on. I can't show the video and the okay, it's not up here. Let's get what Martin said they did back in the day. So he said they gave the peasants an economic floor and gave them millions of acres of land. Look.
At the very same time that America refused to give the Negro any land, through an act of Congress, our government was giving away millions of acres of land in the West and the Midwest, which meant that it was willing to undergird its white peasants from Europe with an economic floor. But not only did they give the land, they built land-grant colleges with government money to teach them how to farm.
That's free education on how to farm their lands. Because remember, they foreigners. They don't know how to farm land over here. So he's saying that they gave the land grant colleges with our money, me and your money, our mama, grandmothers, and their money. So we paid for the immigrants to come over here, take our land, and send them to school to teach them how to farm. Listen.
Not only that, they provided county agents to further their expertise in farming. Not only that, they provided low interest rates in order that they could mechanize their farms.
Oh, back then they gave them low interest rates in order for them to mechanize their farm. That means if you were a farmer and you still own land back then, your interest rates was through the roof. But the clear people, the immigrants, and it was them clear people, them Ellis Island people, them clear people that got off the boat from Ellis Island, that's them. He's saying that they gave them low interest rates so they can continue to have their farms. That's the people who still, you ever met a clear man with buku acres of land? That was his granddaddy. For most of the time.
Not only that, today many of these people are receiving millions of dollars in federal subsidies not to farm, and they are the very people telling the black man that he ought to lift himself by his own bootstraps. And this is what we are faced with. And this is the reality. Now, when we come to Washington, in this campaign, we are coming to get our check.
That man was unalived not too long after that. You know that, right? Y'all do know that he was unalived really shortly after that. But my problem with Mike, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I gotta hold you up, bro. I gotta say this part. Because see, Mike was an agent used to calm down the Negroes whenever we were ready to do an uprising. Because they know it's more of us than them. They just tell us it's the opposite way around. So his whole job, paid by the government, and this is no alleged, paid by the government was, hey, go calm them niggas down. Go calm them niggas down. You knew this when you was running around calming niggas down, getting them to sing We Shall Overcome. But see, something happened, I don't know what, to where his tune changed, and then now all of a sudden you want to give us the game. Nigga, it's too late. That's my hiccup with this nigga, bruh. Martin Luther King, bruh, and Topcast was on his channel doing a real talking some heavy shit about this shit. Bruh, that blow me, bruh. What you mean? Now you want to tell us all of this? You knew this before. You ain't never talked about this in none of your speeches. When you went up to Washington, you ain't say nothing about no economic floor. You ain't say nothing about none of that. You over there talking about a dream you had. Nigga, I don't give a damn. I struggle with Mike on that. How you gonna set me on fire and then put the water and then try to put the water out with cups? No, that don't go like that. So I struggle with Mike on that, and I always will. But nobody is above reproach. So when we speak about these illegals getting zero interest, like they did back with Ellis Island folks, they got low interest. These was getting zero interest. There's nothing new under the sun. Everything you did has already been done. Them people just doing it over and over. It just so happened we got caught up in our lifetime. But guess what? In the next 100 years, guess what they're going to do? The same thing over and over. They keep flooding in these immigrants, giving them this big leg up so that they want them to be the populace. They want them to be the ones that are more, and it's not going to happen. And they've been working hard. You wonder why they got abortion bans down at every doggone Democratic National Convention. You wonder why they talking about, oh, we want to give back women their rights, and they got Megan Thee Stallion body out, because they want you to get rid of yours and have them and reward them monetarily as they reproduce and have millions of theirs, because they trying to drown you out, duck, goose. So that's why I be looking at these immigrants sideways. Don't come over here and tell me, oh, my parents came over and they worked hard. Girl, fuck you and your parents, bitch. Your parents got way more than my mama and daddy got. They ain't just come here and just work and just happen to do well. No, because if that was the case, you would have did well where you was. Y'all came and got stimulus packets, okay? Now, just because your mama didn't tell you about the stimulus packet or your grandfather didn't tell you about the stimulus packet, don't mean it didn't happen, bro. So don't you dare turn your nose up on Black Americans as we continue to fund your goddamn lives. Let's talk about it. Nigga, they need to be down here saying thank you. But they'll never do that because the government got them thinking that they're better and bigger than us. The girl from Ethiopia told us that, Egypt, I'm sorry. She said they already tell them about us before they come over here. But I thought that was fucked up. Not only do they give them zero interest. Hold on, let's go back to this. Because it was more than just zero interest. When Scammer talked about building 3 million homes before her next term, she's already started. It's already happening. It's already happening. And don't tell me, oh, that's just in California. It's coming.
Everyone, regardless of immigration status.
So
see that inclusive? Everyone, regardless of immigration status. I thought America was built on doing things the proper way. You come, you fill out the paperwork, you do whatever, blah, blah. I don't know what it takes, and then you come in. Now they're saying you can break the law, and we're gonna give you a place to stay and all your benefits. Crazy, bro.
Program provides first-time buyers with a zero-interest loan up to 20% of the home's purchase price. So that's up to $150,000 cash up front for a down payment and closing costs. This year, this $255 million program sold out in 11 hours, requiring a lottery. 18,000 applied, 2,000 got loans. And when a home...
I bet you the 18,000 that applied, I bet you the 2,000 was the immigrants. Because see, they want to make it all-inclusive when it's really not. I swear to God, it's not.
Sells, the state is repaid with a small percentage of any appreciation. The bill is sponsored by a prominent Latino rights group with close ties to Vice President Harris.
What's going on in California? Who out there? I thought y'all was out there trying to get reparations. You mean to tell me the Negroes in California allowed them to pass this bill to build them people houses and they won't reparate y'all? You know, if this would have happened in the 90s, girl, them people would have burnt the whole California down. You know your mamas and daddies down there in the 90s, in the 70s, girl, it would be civil unrest. I'm not promoting that. I'm just telling you what happened in the past. I'm just telling you what happened in the past. If this happened in the 90s or if this happened in the 70s, girl, they would have burnt the whole city down. What you talking about? The 60s, girl, please. But you know what they do? They smart. They keep us preoccupied. Social media. Everybody got their faves. We don't think for each other. We don't think about each other no more. It's just F everybody. It's all about me. As long as me and mines. Well, I don't care. I know one thing. Mine don't do that. I don't care about yours. It's about the collective. But it's very few people like me who actually care about the collective. Because everybody is me. Well, my house straight. So I don't, that's on them. I got a new car, so that's on them. My job, I got a career. I went to college. So that's on them. And this the worst part. Dr. Thomas said this, and this needs to be said. It's gonna be unrest. Clear people are not gonna tolerate it. I'm here for it, but my problem is the niggas. Why don't we think like that? It's just a question. I'm not promoting nothing. It's just a question. But yeah, shout out to the illegal migrants. What a time to be an illegal immigrant. It's your time, Fat. Yeah, it's your time. It's your time. It's your time. Boo, they still studying the HR 40 bill, girl. It ain't gonna happen. I hate I don't want to sound negative. Them people not giving y'all no money. And if they do, guess what they gonna do? Because, hey, listen, guess what they gonna do? They gonna make it inclusive too. I don't know how. They gonna say, just like the Freedmen's Bill, maybe. The Freedmen's Bill says freedmen and refugees. We talked about that on Educational Friday. Words are powerful. If they give reparations, watch how they make it. If they give it, because I don't think it's gonna happen. They worry about the migrants right now. But if they give it, watch how they make that shit all inclusive. Watch it. Watch it. You're going to be in line for your check, and Mijo and Consuela going to be in line for theirs. Watch. Watch. You got to know that. Girl, this place makes me sick to my stomach. And just because I'm telling y'all, it's coming to a city near you, but I digress. Let's move on. Let's get Wiley up here, girl. Let's just get Wiley over with, girl. Now, Wiley, girl, I told y'all the backstory. Wiley went over there to the Walmart talking about he got a bomb and all of that. But Wiley called the FBI, the National Guard, the local police, the sheriff's department, the police in Vegas, the police in Chicago. He called Homeland Security. He called all the feds. He called CIA, NWA. That nigga called everybody to tell them that his uncle unalived his grandmother. And he was even going so far as to like faking like he was crying. Now he does suffer with mental health disorders. He's from what I understand, clinically diagnosed with bipolar disorder. So he could be off his meds. That's what I believe. But I ain't gonna lie, this shit was funny. We got to get into it.
It just happened right now. He shot and killed her at Glenwood Nursing Home. At a period care nursing home. He shot and killed her 5 times. My name is Marquise Wiley.
Marquise Wiley. Okay, and he's in front of 6732 South Campbell right now?
Yes, with a gun to his head. And he says he's going to kill Anita Cartwright, his mother-in-law, and also my cousin, Melvin Cartwright Jr. All right, thank you. All right, bye-bye. ISE. That's the first name, my last name, Wiley.
The middle is Lincoln?
Yes, Lavelle. One life to live. I'm only 33 years old. I'm literally just walking down the street. She got the gun. She's shooting. Her white neighbor just came out the house. She just shot a white lady. She shot her in the head. Oh my gosh, the white lady husband, my mother just shot her point blank in the head. She's, yes. You said what? What was that?
You know you can get a lot of trouble for making
And it's not. She's in her Kia shooting and killing right now.
So why don't I hear anything in the background?
Because she got the silences on it. She got the silence on it. Hello?
Hello. I'm not sure who you are, but I'm calling to let you know that Wiley is on the internet called police on Berry Street.
Who is this? Is this somebody?
I'm just somebody that watches the internet. But Wiley is doing something very dangerous. He called the police to his mom's house, his uncle's house, say his mother, y'all get guns, and the police is going to go to your house. I got your phone number off the internet.
Yes. please. Sheila Kuso's trying to kill me. Oh my God.
Now look, the person who called, I don't know how he got her on the line, but she on the line telling the police Wiley is lying and he's doing something very dangerous. Girl, Wiley said, who is this? She said, I'm just somebody off the internet. And when you're lying, you're doing something dangerous. Wiley went right back to, oh my God, she has a gun. This is not funny, but it's fine. I'm sorry. And when it's funny, I'ma laugh. And right after that, he goes back to normal. Let's get into the Walmart part, girl. So Wiley, after calling all of the FBI and all of that stuff, he realized he got no luck, so he decided to go inside the Walmart and tell them people he got a bomb, girl. Look, watch this.
That's why you're calling today.
Speak to a representative.
Before I transfer you, you need someone in the pharmacy, right?
Yes. Farrakhan, the Nation of Islam, sent me to bomb. This is Melvin Cartwright. I'm at Walmart at the pharmacy at 7050 South Cicero Avenue, Bedford Park, Illinois, 60638. And I have a bomb strapped to my back with a black shirt, and I have on blue jeans and black shoes. I'm in here, Illinois, because Minister Louis Farrakhan, the Nation of Islam, sent me to bomb the Walmart. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad told me to come, Melvin Cartwright, to bomb Walmart Supercenter. I have the bomb right now. It's going to go off in 2 minutes at 7050 Cicero. I'm here. I'm going to bomb the Walmart. Melvin Cartwright, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad sent me. I'm going to bomb the Walmart. Kim is going to die. It's a white lady with a phone. She's calling her last wishes. And I told her in 2 minutes, I'm going to bomb the Walmart on 7050 South Cicero. It's a white gentleman with a...
Watch the people in line for their prescription, girl. They don't care. Watch the people in line for their prescription and pay attention to the black man when he passed the black man, girl.
Black hat and a white shirt. He said in the line, I told him I'm going to bomb him and blow him up to pieces. Melvin Cartwright, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad sent me, another man, Mexican man. I told him I'm going to bomb him back to Mexico. I have the bomb strapped to me right now. Melvin Cartwright, the pastor.
That man looked up like, nigga, if you don't get out my face. Look at the man, girl. First of all, the lady looking like, this nigga ill. The man looked like, man, if you don't get your ugly ass out my face, look.
Him back to Mexico. I have the bomb strapped to me right now. Melvin Cartwright.
That man said, if you don't get your duck ass out my face. So look, because I ain't got time to play the whole thing. Now he outside. Watch when he go outside and pay attention to the lady in the wheelchair, girl.
Illinois to bomb the White House. Oh my God! What's going on? Where's the police? Where's the police? Melvin Cartwright's in there. He's gonna bomb this place. Where is the police?
Over here, Mr. Bill.
Officer Gale is gonna bomb you. Melvin Cartwright's gonna bomb. Where's the police?
Wait, I think I went too far.
To bomb the White, everybody out. Melvin Cartwright is in the building. He's going to bomb this Walmart. He was sent by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Everybody move back. This Walmart is going to be blown up in 2 minutes. Get the motherfucking moving. It's a bomb. Move. Do you want to die, Mel?
Yeah.
Melvin got a bomb.
Yeah.
Do you want to get blown up to pieces? Okay. Well, you ain't got no sense. You already in the chair. Melvin.
Wait. He said it's a bomb. Get the fucking moving. The people start running. Wait, girl, wait. But the lady though. Look.
It's a bomb. Move. Do you want to die, Mel?
Yeah.
Melvin got a bomb.
Yeah.
Do you want to get blown up to pieces? Okay. Well, you ain't got no sense. You already in the chair. Melvin Cartwright, he's gonna bomb the Walmart.
Bitch, the way that lady said, yeah. You wanna die? Yeah. One more time for Auntie girl. One more time for my Titi. My Titi said, look, nigga, it's hot out here. I'm tired. I ain't got time for this ugly ass shit.
He was sent by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Everybody move back. This Walmart is going to be blown up in 2 minutes. Get the motherfucking moving. It's a bomb. Move, 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 move. Do you want to die, Mel? Yeah. Melvin got a bomb. Yeah. Do you want to get blown up to pieces? Okay. Well, you ain't got no sense. You already in the chair. Melvin.
Girl, long story short, the police came, arrested Wiley. Wiley still telling the police it's a bomb. The man said, listen, you said it's a bomb in here. He said, he said, yeah. He said, well, where's the man Melvin? Oh, he's in Chicago. Mind you, Wiley is not in Chicago. He's in Las Vegas, saying that he's in Chicago at the Walmart, but he's really in the Walmart at Las Vegas. This was the funniest part to me too, and I'm gonna leave after this. Then we're gonna move on after this. So the police in there dragging him, right? Like, this nigga crazy. And he realized he was still on the live. Look.
Okay.
I think PR already gave us the scope and shit, right? Double check. What's your first name, sir?
My first name, Marquise.
I don't want to dox him.
Marquise, what's your...
His social is on there, so I don't want to dox him. Hold on.
And then your social?
Oh, let me mute it. I don't want y'all to hear social. Even though it's on his page, I don't want to play it on here.
Dude, the security guy just walks up and like we can see the backpack out of us. And he just goes to grab it and Sergeant's like, don't grab it, don't grab it. He goes, I am Italian SWAT team for 10 years. Like, forever.
What's up? Oh, fuck. Shit. How do you stop this? Oh, shit.
Girl. Y'all pray for Wiley. He's in prison. He in jail, girl. They gave him no bail. But Wiley really needs to go to the mental health facility, for real. He really do. They say he was in there and they let him out after a few days. Wiley needs to go to a mental health facility. Jail don't help nobody like Wiley. Wiley need to go get committed. I'm just saying, I'm not even being funny. I can't get over him saying, well, you in the wheelchair, so you ain't got no sense. Girl, that floored me. Do you hear me? That floored me. And let me say this to all his people on his channel who be laughing and kikiing with Wiley when Wiley get to acting crazy. Y'all partially responsible too, but that's a whole nother story. Let's move on. Girl, let's get into Uncle Luke. No, let's get into Farrakhan first. So Uncle Luke repost. Let me get his picture up here so we can see what we talking about. Get Uncle Luke up here. He's been on this Farrakhan train, Farrakhan, this whole time. He's trying to compare himself to Farrakhan. And the facts of the matter is, you are not Farrakhan. Not only that, there are some black people in America who revere Farrakhan. No black Americans revere Uncle Luke. So to bring him in a conversation that had nothing to do with him does not make any sense because nobody was talking about the so-called Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I don't do all of that. He a man to me. He a man to me. I'm not praising no man. I'm just not. So with that being said, Uncle Luke decides now is his time to shine. He says, he reposted a video of Farrakhan talking about Vice President Kamala Harris. Okay, we're gonna get into it. Let's get into it, and we're gonna see what Farrakhan had to say. This is what I'm talking about when I say double talk. Y'all don't put your faith in no man, none. They all, and I'm not saying this about Farrakhan, but they all got their own agendas.
Ain't no lightweight.
Hold on.
Up in the face to Trump. was when the man he called Sleepy Joe became the president-elect of the United States of America and called a black woman to his side. She ain't no lightweight. Kamala Harris is a heavyweight. And look at how white folks are thinking right now. She's a heartbeat away from being the first black president. If he dies while in office, so white folks are upset. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They see our rise, and we are witnessing their fall.
Listen, Minister, in my belief, he part of that boule too. Farrakhan, oh yeah, he part of that boule people too. Let me say this. Louis Farrakhan identifies with Scamala because allegedly her father has Jamaican in him. Louis Farrakhan is also an islander. So of course, with the ignorance of understanding what black is, because it's our fault. We talked about this yesterday. All foreigners who came over here, what did we tell them? You black, you black. We got mad when they said they wasn't black. Well, now they're taking on the identity. So in his ignorance, and I'm not saying that to be negative, I'm saying in a place where he doesn't understand that when we said black, we didn't even realize we was giving away our identity. So we turned around and holler, you black to all of these immigrants. Now Farrakhan has two things to identify with Scamala as. Her skin tone and the fact that she has Jamaican heritage, okay? Allegedly, because this whole Scamala thing is sketchy to me. But why is this important? Now he's calling her a black woman, and Uncle Luke had to repost. This is what he said. Look, this is what Uncle Luke said. Here you go, FBA, a word from the great minister Louis Farrakhan. In his own words, he described our next president of the United States as a black woman, something you guys said she's not. I rest my case. Oh, girl, they were slapping 5 in the comments. Oh, this the one that put the nail in the coffin, girl. They done now. Ooh, yeah, girl, they done. I said this is the 3rd day in a row. I told y'all, let them have that term black. You gave it to them already. Let them have it. Stop fighting for something you gave away. Black Americans gave away the term black when everybody with melanated skin tone came over here and we over there hollering, you black, you black, you black, you bliggity black. That's what we did. That's our fault. In our ignorance, but still our fault. And that's another thing. Thank you, Daisha. Just because he said it is law. No, girl, listen. Like I say, Minister Farrakhan is revered by some people, some black Americans. I wouldn't even say half, but I would say we do say protect him because he's, but most of us don't even know he's from the islands. But let me say this though. Minister Farrakhan does not speak for black America. He just does not. I know they want us to believe that he does, but he does not. As a matter of fact, no minister in America speaks for black America because most of us ain't even religious no more. So the fact that he's using this as the aha gotcha moment, I'm confusion because baby, what are you talking about? Oh, see, the minister said it. Nigga, who is the minister? I ain't never been in no goddamn mosque. I ain't never been in no mosque a day in my life. What that got to do with me? Nothing. But let me show you how Minister Farrakhan double talks. So just as he shared that, there's also a video of him revering Trump. Hold on. Check it out.
Trump's way.
Let me back it up.
The nature of this administration is good for us. Because of Trump's way, he is an anomaly. There's never been no president quite like Mr. Trump. There's something that he's doing. Trump is destroying every enemy that was an enemy of our rise. Who's the enemy of our rise? Is it the Department of Justice where we get none? Is it Congress, where you make a law that favors us and then you turn around and destroy it? Is it the media that has destroyed every black leader that stood up for us? Martin Luther King suffered it. Malcolm suffered it. He's attacking the media, calls it fake news. We have been the victims of some fake news.
Yes.
He's beating up the FBI. Go at it, baby. Yeah. They've been beating the hell out of us ever since J. Edgar Hoover and the counter.
Now, why is this important? I don't give a damn what Farrakhan said on either side of the coin. That's why this is important. He sounds like he's told what to say and he come out here and say it. He talking out both sides of his neck. What are you talking about? Oh, see, the white power structure is mad because there's a black woman, Kamala, coming into office. Then, but Trump is the best thing for us because he's tapping on the FBI. And he's tapping, nigga, I don't be at the mosque. Honestly, I think only one time he spoke and I was actually like, wow, this is dope. 4th of July, 2020, when he was telling y'all don't go get them vaccines. Other than that, I don't give a damn about what no Farrakhan say. Not only that, he don't speak for us. He don't speak for us. He just doesn't. These are the facts. He does not speak for us. Shout out to the minister, but he does not speak for Black America. We don't go to him. Maybe the people in the mosque do, but we don't go to Minister Farrakhan and be like, "Hey, minister, what should we do next? Can you go out and rally on behalf of us?" Maybe the Muslims do, but Black America don't. We just don't. Now, before we get into this video, I found this because the boy in the video claims that a freedmen's bill was passed in California yesterday. I Googled it and I couldn't find it. Who from California was a freedmen's bill passed yesterday? And if so, please send that to my email, voodoo@gmail.com. Please send it to my email. If a freedmen's bill was passed yesterday in California, please send it to my email, voodoodollpodcast@gmail.com. I would sure appreciate you. Now, I want to show you this before we get into this video. Words are powerful. These people be planning hundreds of years in advance. Look at the title of this Freedmen's Bureau bill. An act to establish a bureau for the relief of freedmen, and guess what? And refugees. Do you know that refugees and migrants are the same? So y'all hollering reparations, we gonna get it just for us. They've been all inclusive before we could even realize. What you mean refugees? Now, I'm not ignorant. They did used to call Black Americans, when you go from one state to another, they would call them refugees. It's documented. But if we already established here as freedmen, why do you need to add in refugees? So I want to go into one piece of this thing, and we're going to go, and I would have to look at the actual old documentation because Google updates and say what they want to say. Listen, it says, 1863, Congress began debating the creation of a federal agency that will have authority to supervise schooling, oversee contractual relationship between former slaves and former owners, and determine whether freed slaves were entitled to ownership of lands abandoned by or confiscated from rebel Confederates. That could be challenged too, because who you gonna say is a rebel Confederate? Them people could be like, I ain't on that. The House passed this legislation in 1864, and the Senate approved the bill in the final days of the 38th Congress. Similar action had already been encouraged by private philanthropists, girl, and missionary organizations such as American Missionary Association and the Union commanders such as William T. Sherman, whose special field order, whatever. Listen, set aside over 7,000 square miles of South Atlantic coastal regions for the granting of a possessory title, sometimes described as 40 acres and a mule, to blacks now made free by the acts of war and the proclamation of the president. Now listen, this is when they popped Abraham Lincoln upside the head, and Andrew Johnson came in and was like, you niggas ain't getting nothing. They came up with this and said, we're gonna give them this little small piece of land, Savannah, all of that on that coast of Georgia. They gave niggas that, and then they came back and took it again. So keep this in mind. Listen, the new legislation created a Bureau of Refugees, Freedmen, and Abandoned Lands. The Freedmen's Bureau. Heavy on this part. The new legislation created a Bureau of Refugees, Freedmen, and Abandoned Lands. Y'all thinking for the evening. Them people thinking 100 years down the line. Do you hear me? 2, 3, 4, 500. Them people knew what the plan was when they come here. They got together and made the plan. Girl, what you talking about? So even under the freedmen, yes, it gives us our own identity. You cannot squeeze in on that, but they're going to get us here. Then they're going to say, oh, well, technically it said freedmen and refugees. You know the only people left out on that? The clear people. Y'all better wake up. Now that we got that out the way, I want to show y'all this live Uncle Luke did last night. Uncle Luke was getting us together again. Hold on. Matter of fact, let me go on YouTube and catch it. That'll be better.
She educated me on the war and the war when blacks. This lady talked about black issues. So everybody, they want to quickly throw her in the, when they look up her record and see the things that she's done in Oakland and for her great state of California, yeah, you can pick out some bad shit. Well, I can tell you like this, we've had some bad relationships in our lives, and we made some bad decisions, but then we made a whole bunch of good ones. So we can nitpick all we want. If we want to nitpick and debate about this or that, but then, okay, talk about the wins.
This is what Scamala does, because I caught on her I've been clocked her teeth. Scamala does talk about Black history. Yes, she does. You know, during slavery and Jim Crow, Black people were not put on an equal footing. They were slaves and they were segregated. She uses our struggle and our plight to push her bullshit. So I don't give a damn what she on here talking about to you. Come on, Scamala talked to me and she told me that she spoke about Black people. Of course she did. But the Black people she spoke about, Luke, doesn't include you. But even if it did, she's only using that to get to a greater point. The greater point is to push this bullshit through that we see going on right now. Now, some people are going to say, well, she's not in California. It's not her fault. Okay.
I can respect a man or a woman when they come up and say, I disagree with this lady here because she did this, that, and the third. When they say she did do this, and she did do this, and she did do this, check all the boxes. But don't come in with the BS. Because nobody wants to claim something that they are not. If you're here to separate and divide the Black community, that is what you're doing. That's why I said earlier, my philosophy of that little group is those are house Negroes. So if you fit in that category, Mr. Re-Up, that's where I'm at. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. Because house Negroes, and what I've learned, and what I've learned is that they're gonna agree with anything Master say.
Let me ask y'all a question, because I guess he feel like he's above the name calling, but now he's saying anybody who don't agree with him is a house Negro. Every time I hear, and I'm not even being funny, this is a real question. Every time I hear a Jamaican or anybody from the Caribbean islands, Afro-Latina, speak about slavery, they always speak about the experience that happened in the United States. if you on here and you from one of those places, were you guys told a different story, or did they tell y'all the exact same story? Because none of us know that it actually happened. We were all told. Why is it that every time they speak about slavery, they never talk about what happened in their country? You know what I mean? Like, for instance, I can tell you about what happened in Louisiana during slavery. I can tell you about the slave revolt that happened in New Orleans. I can tell you about all, because I have state history as well. If the plantations were all in the Americas and we were all slaves, what is the story over there? Because y'all be repeating our story. Unless they told you the exact same thing, the exact same way that they told us, I'm confused as to why y'all recollection is the exact same. You see what I'm saying? And I was thinking that when I was listening to Luke talking about, because see, you a house Negro. What was that the case? Did they have field Negroes and house Negroes in the Bahamas or in the Caribbean island? And if they were, what was the experience that they said that them people went through? Because you telling us our story, and I'm not slow enough to let that go over my head. I'm not slow enough to let that go over my head. Okay, Riri said it's a different story and similar. Well, okay, I get that. But so when I'm speaking to somebody from the islands, they should be telling me about what happened on the island. You know what I mean? Because I'm pretty sure we went through a lot of similar things, if we even went through them the way they say we did. But even if I'm pretty sure the experience was different. You know what I mean? Like, the land is different. So y'all gonna be growing different things. Y'all gonna be doing, you know what I mean? And I'm not being funny. I swear to God, and it makes me believe it's just repeated talking points and indoctrination when I hear it. Because I've never heard about the experience in the Americas. I ain't never spoke to an Afro-Latina that told me about their experience. I ain't never heard from a Caribbean person about, every time I talk to them, they telling me what I learned in social studies in 3rd grade. That's crazy though. I just wanted to add that too. But he gonna sit up there, now he calling people house Negroes. So I guess here we go, I guess.
They gonna tell all the field Negroes that y'all niggas need to listen to what Master say. They gonna sit up there and agree with Master is putting his foot on the neck of black people, of black slaves. I learned this. So that's why I say people who are descendants of slaves, y'all doing them people a disrespect because y'all using their pain and their suffering as some kind of fucking joke tool to do what?
And this what pisses me the fuck off. This right here is what pisses me the fuck off. Don't you put your motherfucking nasty gap mouth lips on my motherfucking ancestors. Bitch, you don't know how they felt. You don't know what they will be saying to us to this day. Go back to the motherfucking Bahamas and ask them motherfuckers how they feel about what you niggas is doing. They might, and I'm just saying, I gotta say this part. They just might be mad that you fled. They just might be mad that you fled. They really might be over there like, y'all niggas left after we put in all this work. We done bop. Y'all niggas left. But if I were to talk about what your ancestors feel about you over there in the Bahamas, then it'll be all hell breaking loose. You know what I mean? Oh, you don't know what you're going on, Raj. What the lady said, mother scunt. Then you're going to be wanting to call me a mother scunt. Don't speak on or speak of my motherfucking elders and my motherfucking ancestors. Carry your ass back where the water is blue and talk about them people. I love my Caribbean people, but keep your nasty, funky lips off my ancestors. That they trust me. If they could talk to anybody, they not talking to Uncle Luke. They not talking to Uncle Luke. So when he's now gonna take our shit and be like, see, your ancestors probably upset that y'all are turning into house niggas. You don't know what the fuck you don't even know what we went through, my nigga. I know they taught it to you in school. Your mom came over and had you as an anchor baby. I get it. But nigga, don't keep your lips off my people. At this point, y'all, let me not, because my nerves be getting bad.
To go after good people who support black causes and who have fought for black causes. like Minister Farrakhan, like Garvey, like Malcolm X, like Kamala Harris, and so many other people. But y'all move the goalpost every 5 minutes. None of these people, Malcolm X, that's why I was sitting there. I'm gonna admit, I was toying with y'all. Because I already know. Y'all didn't know enough. Y'all ain't that deep. Y'all a little too shallow. You did know where I was going at. After you got deep into the hole, you and your comrades, y'all know, y'all realize this motherfucker here tying us up. He's really putting us in a pickle. Because then now when the video comes out and Mr. After you brought your brother in there, when the video comes out and say, Kamala is a black woman, and we don't fuck with Trump. I got more Malcolm Farrakhan videos. I got more in the chamber. Trust me. That is what.
Why does he think that's like he just hit the slam dunk? Because what the minister said, nigga, we don't give a fuck. And I'm not being disrespectful to the minister, and this is why. And where's the NOI? Y'all ain't pulled up on this nigga yet. I'm not promoting it, but I'm just saying, NOI, y'all be around this nigga like the Men in Black. Y'all be over there with the black suits and the bows on y'all head. Y'all be around that way. None of you niggas ain't pulled up on this nigga and say keep the minister name out your mouth. I'm not talking about that old lame ass shit Rizla did. Rizla Islam. Where y'all niggas at? He keep throwing the minister in the cross. He keep throwing the minister in the cross. Y'all niggas just gonna let him keep Farrakhan and y'all to death and putting him in crosses? Because I swear he about to make me say some real fuck Minister Farrakhan. Fuck all that. Nigga, we don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. Nigga, we don't care about what the motherfuck this nigga said. Let me get you out of here. You want attention. Let me get you out of here though. Bibi Canyon, Cayman or whatever. You a clear person. I could tell. I could look at your name. Get out of here. Go lay in the sun with no sunscreen, please, and thank you. Do me a favor. Go outside, lay down in the sun. Don't put the sunscreen on though. Go outside and lay in the sun, then come back and shed like a goddamn snake, you reptilian. Get off of here, Bibi Cayman. Please. I'm on the road. Go outside and go for 6 hours straight. It's high noon coming up. Don't put the sunscreen on and come back in and shed like the reptilian you are, you goddamn lizard. Leave me alone, Bibi Cayman. I'm on the road. God damn. The sun ain't cooking. Let me stop, girl. Y'all gonna get me in trouble. Bibi about to get me in trouble because I'm already mad. You see, we gotta be able to multitask. You know what I'm saying? Because Bibi almost got it. If we was on Rumble, boy, the things I would have, man, look. Let me stop. Because y'all better get his lizard ass up out of here. Y'all ever seen a clear person peel? Oh my God. Bitch, have you ever seen a snake shed its skin? That's what it looked like. But anyway, back to where I was saying. Where the hell is the NOI? Where's the NOI? Y'all keep letting this nigga throw Farrakhan in the cross, and we about to say fuck him too. Because y'all niggas not protecting your nigga, your leader. And that's the thing, Nisi. He the one brought him up to begin with. I'm confused as to where the NOI at, and they ain't popping this nigga like, yo, keep that nigga. Don't you go online one more time and say that nigga name. Where these niggas at? Where's these niggas at? Thank you, Top Cats. Hey, boo. There she go. Hey, boo. I mean, boo. What's going on, my love? You still coming tomorrow? I want to talk about the Freedmans and Martin Luther King, that deep shit you was talking about on your channel yesterday. Was it yesterday, day before? Y'all make sure y'all follow Top Cats, bro. This dude so knowledgeable, it's ridiculous. I got to respond to your DM. I will. But tomorrow, I want you on here. Let me know if you're still available. Thank you, Pierre Drop, for the super chat. Voo, this got me enraged. Not only are they benefiting from our tax dollars, but they are on the street in NYC begging, panhandling, and more. Girl, and they forming gangs too. But we just supposed to eat that. Girl. Thank you for the super chat, Kimberly K. What jobs are they getting to support these homes? The government. They getting the welfare. That's all it is. They're just getting welfare. It's just a different type of welfare than we was getting back in the gap. All right, let's get back into Uncle Luke. Because I'm confused why he keep bringing the minister up like we won't say fuck him too. See, we trying to play it nice. FBA, whatever y'all want to call you niggas. We trying to play it nice. But a lot of us already don't give a damn. You fuck around, keep bringing him up, and we say fuck him too, nigga. He could go with you. We don't give a fuck. Nigga. That nigga ain't help no regular black, regular po nigga. Only the ones who bowed at his feet and came to the NOI. Nigga, we don't care. The fuck?
Flawed. And then you result in insults and talking shit that them boys can't do. They ain't really on that. They're not on that. They don't live that life. So I just sit up there, I'm laughing. Better be glad I'm laughing. Better be glad. Oh, there they go. Oh, we this and that. Insults. Let's talk about the facts. The fact. Let's talk about the facts.
Thank you, love. Thank you, handsome. Thank you, sexy.
What are the facts? Just like young man said, either you like Kamala Harris or you don't. You don't have to tear the black woman down. Either you believe she's a black woman or not. You can't find nowhere where she said, oh yeah. Either you don't like her or not. If you like Trump, if you're a house Negro and that's your master, and no matter what he say about us, because that is what the house Negro did. He sat in the house while what happened? While black slaves, your people who you so-called that you are a descendant of, you sat in the house. The house Negro sat in that house. Maybe y'all ain't descendants of slaves, y'all descendants of house niggas.
How you know? You don't even know what they was doing in the house. You see how you about to start talking about what they did in the house? He must have nodded off in history class that day. You don't even know what the fuck they was doing in the house. Nigga, shut your ugly ass up. You a lizard like the last one who was just on the page. Shut your ugly ass up, Luke. You trying to repeat our history and can't even repeat it. Duck ass. Man, shut your duck ass up. Man.
That's what y'all are. Who sat in the house and watched them people beat, rape, slaughter, enslave, bought, sold black slaves. And y'all little group is the niggas who sat there and watched it. And y'all went out there and y'all told everything that they gotta let master, they trying to be free. What y'all trying to be free? Y'all went.
Well, we called ours according to legend, we called our slavers master. What y'all called y'all slavers in Boston, in the Bahamas? Boss. What did you call your slave? Don't talk about, master. You ain't even saying it right, first of all. Second of all, you still repeating our history. What did y'all call y'all slaver over in the Bahamas? That's what I be talking about. This nigga so ignorant and stupid, bro.
Back and told y'all master, Donald Trump, Jeff Sessions, and all them who never did nothing for y'all. Y'all went back and told, oh, we got that old Luke over there. That's what y'all do. That's a house Negro. That's what y'all are. Y'all house Negroes. Y'all ain't not, that's what the conclusion that you came to. So you're trying to make all these stories up. You try to make all these stories. You can't make no stories of your house Negro. Either you're a field nigga or you're a house nigga. It's one of the two. And the one who agrees with the KKK, who side with them, because that's who the KKK was.
I'm not gonna let you do that. The KKK were the Dixiecrats. The Dixiecrats turned into who? The Democrats. So when you say ignorant ass shit like, oh, y'all want to go side with the KKK, it's the gaslighting for me. It's the gaslighting for me, nigga. The KKK was the party of the Democrat, the Dixie Crat. You forgot? You forgot? Don't do that now. I'm gonna see if I can find Malcolm saying it. I'm gonna let him run. He gaslighting. That's the part a lot of y'all don't know. The KKK had the Dixiecrat party, and the Dixiecrat in my Malcolm voice ain't nothing but a Democrat. They traded in their sheets for a shirt and tie. I'ma find it.
Massa was the KKK. And when the KKK, when Massa told the other KKK members, don't fuck with this nigga here because he's a house nigga. Fuck with them niggas who want to be free. That's what y'all are, brother. So let's keep on with the conversation. And if you're a house nigga, you come
Hey,
up
look,
here,
you notice
that's
you didn't
what
do that
you
with
are.
nobody.
So if I could respond really fast.
He only did that filibustering with me because I'm gonna tear his ass up.
Wait, can you hear me, Luke?
I can hear you.
She's a
Can you bring Stephen up?
She's a
Yes,
tether.
Stephen. No, hold on, man. Don't do that.
You already
Watch
spoke,
this.
bro.
No, real quick. I'm gonna make, but hold on. I'm gonna make it real quick, right? Because somebody's bro. Wait, bro. No, don't.
Proximity and complexion because she's an Indian and she says shit like talking about Tribe Called Quest, Tupac, collard greens, and hot sauce when it's time to get voted for. She uses her proximity to our Black American culture to get voted for, and then as soon as she wins or gets what she wants, then she's back to being Indian. This is why she's a tether, bro.
When did she become black?
So we can go with
she has increased Indian
You know, the fact that they willfully say that they don't understand what that boy is saying is blowing me. Y'all know that lady is using Black American culture. Luke, you did it too. Hell, Farrakhan did it too. Y'all using our culture as a bait to get people to vote. That's what she's doing. She could have said she make anything in the world. She won't get on here and say she made collard greens. Come on, man. Why she say she made a good Indian dish? Her mammy she was raised by her mom. Why would she say, oh, I make a good, I don't know, whatever they eat over there in India? But it's the willful ignorance for me. It's the willful ignorance. Now I'm understanding more why Tyreek was like, don't even entertain these niggas. Let them just have their own party. Let them have because if you entertain them, they stick around. I see why now, bro. It's crazy.
Visas by 200%. She didn't do nothing for no niggas.
She's not the president. Hold on.
I'm here.
Steve, where you from, Philly?
So I'm from Philly. Yes, I am, sir.
Okay, so you're very familiar with the DMV, correct?
Oh, listen, I'm very familiar with the DMV. You and I lived in the same city, sir.
Oxon Hill.
Yes, sir.
So I guess, I'm Jamaican and Bahamian, so we never went to the, I'm the Jamaican Bahamian guy. I never went to the soul food restaurant. I don't like collard greens. I don't like motherfucking ham hock. Well, I don't fuck with the ham. I don't fuck with the pork. That's been going out my life a long time ago. But then, so we don't supposed to know nothing about cornbread. So she don't know supposed to know about cornbread.
Hey, listen,
the DMV and the lady from Oakland. Come on, let's be real. Let's be serious.
You ain't supposed to know nothing about grits. You ain't supposed to know nothing about go-go. You ain't supposed to know nothing about nothing living in Washington, D.C. going to Howard.
Fucking, y'all people, come on, people.
Hey, shout out.
This is the most ridiculous
No,
I've ever heard.
But shout out to that Black woman. She was so devious and so smart that she said, you know what? When I get older, I'm gonna trick all the Negroes. And how I'm gonna trick all the Negroes? Because I'm gonna totally know that, Yvette Parnell gonna Yvette delineation, right? I'm gonna trick all the Negroes. So I'm going to go to Howard, Negroes, and then after that, I'm going to pledge at Howard, Negroes.
AKA.
And then after that, I'm going to go back to Oakland amongst the Negroes, Negroes. and then I'll be president. Yo, listen, I'm voting for her because she the smartest, most laid out, most thoroughly planning motherfucker I ever met in my life. So I absolutely want somebody that dedicated to their evil plan to be my leader.
Hey,
Yes.
you come up with a coup like that, you're a bad motherfucker. You come over, that's a hell of a, you can't even make that.
You know what's crazy? Didn't I just show y'all the Freedmen's Bureau, the bill that they passed that included refugees? That was in 1865, and that's current today. You don't think, because remember, these politicians are born and bred. People don't just wake up and be like, I'm gonna be a politician and they get in. No, you gotta know somebody. Right? These politicians are born and bred. You don't think it was purposely done that Barack Hussein Obama went to a HBCU and married that alleged black woman? You don't think it was by design that Kamala Harris, who grew up in an Indian household, went pledged the AKA and went to Howard University? So that you didn't think they didn't think that through? But again, I would be the conspiracy theorist right now. I would be the conspiracy theorist. They born and breed these politicians. Nigga, their life is planned out for them long before they even come here. What are you talking about? But they're gonna make fun of it. Oh, yeah.
That's shit up in the movie.
Hey, shout out to her.
Hold on, hey Steve, it gets better. And you know, and Leslie know, with no money. With no fucking money.
Right.
Right. I got no silver spoon. I ain't went to Yale. I ain't went to Harvard. With no money. I went to Howard. Oh my God. This shit is so great. I can't make this shit up. Go ahead.
I wouldn't even attack it that way. I'll just say I sat on a stage right now and got called a coon by somebody else who wants to profess to be black, right? And while you're windmilling for a party, wait, just wait, because you muted us, right? Just hold on. Coon, house nigga, whatever, right? It was deemed to be an insult, but I'm sitting in this space. Just hold on. Just wait. Right.
Go ahead.
I don't care what niggas call me, right? But by people that are right now windmilling for a party who is just anti-black, right? Who we voted for overwhelmingly for 70 years, but somehow we're still at the bottom of the fucking totem pole. But because I'm pro me, not because I'm anti anybody else, but I'm pro me, I'm a house nigga. Make it make sense, bro. Y'all are supporting a party. Y'all are supporting a party. I'm not voting for either one of those people. I'm voting down ballot.
You don't fit that category.
What we doing?
The House Negro is the one who caping for Donald Trump.
Y'all just started voting primaries 2 years ago.
That guy,
Sir, you calm down. We know why you vote for the Democrats. We know why you vote for the Democrats, sir.
That's not why I vote Democrat, actually. And I don't vote down ballot, bitch. So calm down. Excuse my language, Uncle Luke.
Hold on.
Yes, sir.
Don't call no names.
Yes, sir.
He already, like, Uncle Luke, just like he disrespect me right now. I know for no
How did
reason.
I disrespect you?
I ain't said nothing to you. All I said was I was correcting you. Like, you let white people tell you who black enough.
I just said.
White people tell you who.
So
he said, we know why you voting Democrat. This punk on here talking about how he more educated than everybody on the stage, and he really think he's the smartest person. Girl, this is where it gets funny.
You do that, sir.
Hold on,
and I don't know you.
Right,
so let's not accuse.
First off, how is this woman not qualified when most of y'all can't pass the bar? People that talk about cannot pass the bar exam. You can't.
What does passing the bar have to do with running for political office? I'm gonna ask that again. This is the educated punk. What does passing the bar have to do with running for political office? So you mean to tell me in order to be president, you should be able to pass the bar? Well, hell, 90% of the presidents were dumb as fuck. What are you talking about? But this the educated brother from the bank, though.
You can't even get the test or get there. Like, make it make sense. Like, y'all can't pass the bar exam. Y'all can't do half the things you do.
And I get it. She says a lot of politicians are lawyers. Yes, they are, but a lot of presidents aren't. That's the game. Yep. A lot of politicians are lawyers. Of course, they got to go to law school to learn the law and learn how to manipulate it and lie. But a lot of presidents aren't lawyers. So what does that have to do with her running for president? You see what I'm saying? So it still goes back to the same thing. Passing the bar is not a requirement, nor is it a recommendation for running for president. It never has, and it never will be. Most of your presidents were ignorant. Hell, some of them couldn't even read. Let's talk about it. So passing the bar, he thought he ate. No, he really threw up because he didn't eat at all. Meal was lost. Okay, anorexia.
It's
You
masculine.
can't prosecute a case. You can't do any of this
Oh,
stuff.
that's a woman?
Let alone even know
Oh, shit.
let alone even know how the government works. And you sit up and still talking about you want Trump to be president. Make it
All
make
right,
sense.
Superman,
You keep saying,
we
sir,
heard enough of
you can say, sir, all
Let's get.
All right, anybody else hop off the mic? Then I'm throwing you down. All right, so what we're not going to do is a troll space. I'm back now. I'm back. Let's finish the point, and then if you want to rebut. But Luke already laid it out. We're not personally attacking, right? Re-ups, I wasn't here when you got called a coon. I don't even know the context. I don't know if you were engaged in coonery. I don't know. But I'm here. Let's keep it classy, people.
that's their biggest thing whenever someone spits facts because they have no reason to support Donald Trump, but the fact that someone decided to tell him on TikTok that he's gonna be a good president. He wasn't a good president for the 4 years he was here. Nothing he passed. He didn't appoint not one black judge to the appellate court, not one single one. The Biden-Harris administration has appointed more black judges to the courts than anyone has ever had. Any president. Obama, and keep going further back. So if y'all keep trying to say she's not for black people, what do y'all want her to do? Give y'all a handout? They've invested into schools. What do y'all want them to do? Here, Mr. Black Man. Here go a couple of dollars so you can get on the road. Here, Mr. Black Man. Like what? Like make it make sense. Y'all can
We want the same shit they giving them immigrants.
But it doesn't make
We
sense.
want the same
The
shit they
investment
giving
into
them immigrants.
HBCUs are up. The investment into black
I just gave you an answer.
The child tax.
Hey, this is very important right here. He's saying we need to figure it out and get it on our own, right? The boy just said we want the same thing the immigrants want. Listen, this is where indoctrination comes in the key. The boy is responding to him. What do y'all want? Y'all want a handout? No. The boy said we want the same thing the immigrants want. Watch the gay boy response.
Like what? Like make it make sense. Y'all can
We want the same shit they giving them immigrants.
But it doesn't make
We
sense.
want the same
The
shit they
investment
giving
into
them immigrants.
HBCUs are up. The investment into black
I just gave you an answer.
The child tax credit, which cut black child poverty, helped a lot. Like make it make sense.
Give black Americans $50,000 to put towards a home. Give black Americans $5,000.
Zero down. Right, zero down.
Give black
Y'all want a handout so bad.
You know what? I've heard this a lot. We're going to address this real fast. So the gentleman said, give black Americans money down to purchase a home. So I believe the brother's referring to the $150,000, up to $150,000 that the California legislature approved for illegal immigrants. If that, or let me correct myself, because I don't even want to say illegal immigrants. I'm going to just say non-citizens because I really don't know enough about the bill. Undocumented is, I think, how they put it. I don't know. It's not my business. You know why it's not my business? I don't live in California.
See? There you go. It's not, he about to say a whole bunch of word salad, but look, it don't matter and it's not his business because he don't live in California. Remember we talked about that? Now, the gay boy said we want a handout when the boy said we want the same thing the immigrants want. You want a handout. And this is what I noticed about a lot of the LGBTQ community, the black ones. Let me tell you niggas something. Y'all can sit up there and say you gay first, but you a nigga first. And I get it. You voting for what's best in your best interest. I ain't mad at that. But it's at the detriment of the populace of us. And if you're going to be doing all of that, don't come around here spewing that bullshit because it works out for you because whatever you think you're going to get, you're not going to get. I know it. I don't think it. I know it. Even inside of the LGBTQIA plus community, you niggas still at the bottom of the totem pole. They don't give you nothing. So what makes you think that these laws and these bills and all of these things they're providing for the LGBTQ community, you're going to benefit from? You haven't benefited from any of the things they passed in the past. So while you over there putting your sexuality in front of your identity as far as who you are, you is gonna be sadly mistaken. And at this point, I'm like that man on Instagram. I let the bitch in here and hurry up, let's get it over with. Cause I tell you what, and it ain't all the gays, but I'm talking about the ones like this boy who think that he can hide behind that protection of the LGBTQ community as if he gets the protection of the LGBTQ community. No, you don't. You is a nigga on this side and you is a nigga on that side. So while you over here talking about HBCUs, most of us don't even fucking go to college. So I don't give a fuck. Why you over here talking about this? And I know that's probably why he's voting. I'm not saying that he is or he ain't, but I assume, like the brother, that is why he's voting. But what I'm saying is, when you're putting your personal interest above the community, yeah, you a problem. You a problem. Because you still got a mama, you still got a daddy, you still got sisters, you still got brothers. Hell, this administration just passed to where y'all ass is going, your children going to the military all the way up to 25, girls and boys. So while y'all sitting up here worried about the flag, the rainbow, the Skittles, you're really fucking your own self. And at this point, I swear to God, I get so frustrated. Let the bitch in. Let's get it over with. Come on, I just don't want to hear a nigga say nothing. That's why I was fucking livid at them black people in Chicago down there protesting. Oh no, you taking away my rights. You taking away you taking away our rec centers. You taking our schools. Our kids are messed up. You didn't know that before? Yeah, you knew it, but you was in your feelings. I don't want to hear that shit this time around. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear nothing. Shut the fuck up and get fucked. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear nothing because you niggas are fighting tooth and nail. But again, I just wanted to say this for the punk. While you over there sitting up there acting like your sexuality supersedes your identity as far as who you are as a race, yeah, you gonna be fucked up. You gonna be fucked up because you gonna watch everybody just like we watching on this side, all the immigrants getting all the benefits. You gonna be inside of a so-called protected class and a protected community, and you gonna watch all them clears and them new gays, you know, the new LGBT coming in too, the new immigrants. You gonna watch them get all your benefits, and you just gonna shut up and eat your food and go back and get your master's degree. Nope, it's giving nope. No shade, but where's the sunglasses? You get it? So I just wanted to add that. I just wanted to add that piece.
Now, some of y'all live in California. How you mad at Kamala Harris over that? She ain't got shit to do with that. That's your legislature. The same legislature, mind you, by the way, that just passed the Freedmen bill today. But yeah, Democrats.
That has not been proven. Who in California, did they pass a Freedmen bill? Because I looked it up and I didn't find it.
Democrats don't get no credit for that. Right? So the games y'all play, but you play them in a partisan way. I get it. But you're hoping the audience is dumb enough not to know you're playing them in a partisan way. Right? Because, yeah, they did that, but the Freedmen bill passed. Right? Y'all wasn't asking for Freedmen mortgages. Or maybe you were. I don't know. Neither do you, because you weren't in California.
So I got a quick question. For the folks that, I think my man mentioned that he wasn't voting for either party. So now, given the fact that we live in the United States of America, I think we all can agree and we understand that nothing changes systematically without legislation. So my question is, how do you get anything that you want for whatever?
It's like y'all getting dragged. So, I mean.
So what's
Shout out to that.
I doubt that.
What it give? Y'all, you and Trump on the same level. Make it make sense. And you
that would make us. That would make us very rich. That would make us rich.
Traditionally, I would interject, but here it seems like y'all getting dragged. So I mean, dragging continue.
Pun intended.
Man, ain't nobody.
Look. Let's keep it classy. Let's keep it moving. We got hands. I ain't heard from Sheik, so she gonna come and bring it like Shabba Ranks. Go ahead, Sheik.
Hey, what's up, Steve? What's up, Lou? What's up, Leslie? How everybody doing tonight? Listen, man. DJQ1 asked a very good question where the brothers them said that, hey, they want to see change. They want to see things happening. The question always is if you're not going to vote for president, you're not going to vote for your congressman, your state minister. Oh, I'm just going to vote.
He ain't talking about nothing.
Who's your city councilor? Stop bitching. Do something.
Now that part
That's all I
like.
got to say, man. Steve, I'm Bahamian, man. I'm Bahamian American.
Oh, look. That's the part I want to show y'all.
Watch this.
Now look.
To my Jamaican brother.
So the boy said, if stop bitching if you're not gonna do nothing, right? Now look, we over here saying we are foundational. I'm not saying it, but that's what we're going with for now. Foundational Black Americans, we're our own separate identity. We are different. Watch how he correct this dude for saying my Jamaican brother, and he gonna say, "Oh no, I'm Bahamian." So it's cool when you do it, but it's a problem when I do it. Watch the contradiction in the very same live. Now, remember, this Bahamian dude is on the side of Luke Nim. Y'all delineating, y'all creating separatism. Watch this encounter right here.
I like it. I'm shout out to my Jamaican brother. All right, so we back to the
Steve, I'm Bahamian, man. I'm Bahamian American.
Watch this. But that's not a delineation. I was wrong, right? Because as a Black American, I can't tell the difference. Now I bet you the accent would be different coming from a Jamaican to a Bahamian and vice versa. They can tell you what island. I can't. I can only hear the island. My ears are not that tuned. But it doesn't make me think, oh, well, he think he's better than Jamaican. No, it just makes me think.
But if we all Black, why did he have to correct you? If we all Black, because that's what they tell us, now that we saying we have our own separate identity, if we're all Black, why did he have to immediately come in and say, oh no, I'm Bahamian? See, that's what I was talking about. Every time you run across a Black immigrant, they always tell you who they are. I don't care if it's from Africa or for the Caribbean. Fine, we cool with that. Oh, my bad, I didn't know you was Nigerian. Oh, my bad, I didn't know you was Kenyan. I didn't know you was Jamaican, blah, 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 blah. Cool. But now that we saying we have our own identity, it's a problem. These are leeches and these are devils. Watch them.
He wanted me to know who he was, so I could address him.
Stephen, that's it. I want you to know who I am.
Who we are, right?
Look, I want you to know who I am.
But who you are? Listen, me telling you I am proud to be a Black American is not me telling you you can't have no collard greens with me, even though you might eat collard greens.
But who said that, man?
You did. All of y'all say it.
No,
Tell people they
come
can't.
on, Stephen.
Wait. If we're gonna be honest, let's be honest, right?
You never heard me say no shit.
Re-ups, I love you. You, and I'm gonna use the you as the general you. Any FBA can take it how they want it, and half the ADOS can too. Actually, all of them can.
Now this nigga gonna send me on a roller coaster because he gonna be making points, then he gonna stray. It's almost like this nigga gonna be riding drunk or something. This nigga gonna be in and out of the lane. I don't know what. I'm still confused at him.
You run around telling people based upon where their mother or father or grandmother or grandfather, or in some cases great-great-grandmothers and grandfathers is from, what they can and can't do. You can participate in hip-hop. You can't participate in hip-hop.
Cap.
DJ Kool Herc did have a role. He ain't had no role. We made this shit up. That's exactly what you're doing. Now, it might feel like pride, but it really ain't pride, right? Because having pride in this culture that we built, and actually I can't even say we built it. I could say our ancestors, our forebears, the generations before us built it. And it's up to us to decide what we do with it. But having pride in what they built isn't telling people they can't participate in it because they built it for the world.
No, they didn't.
Because nobody wanted to hear them sing. That's why James Brown was walking all up and down Africa.
Nigga,
right?
No.
Nobody wanted.
James Brown was walking up and down Africa because he had a show out there. Nigga, what? James Brown was a self-proclaimed Native American. No, I'm sorry, not Native American. What tribe James Brown said? Cherokee Indian. I think I want to say Cherokee or Choctaw, one of them. What you talking about?
Us to know anything but the backwoods of whatever the fuck ass hick town our ancestors came from. That's what they wanted for us. Yet we influenced the world, which we can be proud of. I'm very proud of that, right? There's not a Jamaican in the world that won't tell you reggae came from soul. Not a one. We did that. Great, wonderful. But let's also understand reggae's influence is a little bit wider than soul.
What? You see what I'm saying? I could hit a little thing on the side of the road. Nigga, what? This nigga said nobody will tell you that reggae came from soul, but reggae has a more influence than soul? That's what I be talking about, bro. This nigga here, he gave me anxiety listening to him. I said, who is this nigga? Who is this nigga? That nigga said reggae got more influence than soul. Oh, it gets worse. Look.
Especially today. And we better understand that too. You can't tell me that hip hop didn't influence Afrobeats. Of course we know that. But you can't tell me that there are not, at this moment in time, more people listening to Afrobeats around the world. If only because our brothers and sisters throughout the diaspora outnumber us by the tens. We're not even the biggest group of black people on this fucking hemisphere. That would be our Brazilian brothers and sisters.
This
Shout out.
nigga said they got more niggas in Brazil than they have in America. Lord Jesus have mercy. Hey, you gotta be careful when you be listening to niggas online. Niggas just say anything. One nigga talk about a Freedman bill passed, lied through the gap in his teeth. I don't even know if he got a gap. Now this nigga around here saying we are the smallest demographic of black people inside the motherfucking diaspora. Oh my God, Jesus be offense. Y'all can't be listening to everybody. Niggas just be saying anything. Niggas literally will say anything. And he said the most niggas reside in Brazil. Shout out to Brazil, niggas. Fuck, I don't know.
Shout out to them. They triple us.
Triple?
But go ahead. We're special. We are. I agree. But we are special as part of a quilt or a mosaic. We might even be the shiniest piece.
Oh,
I'm down to have that fight.
He a Pan-African nigga. Yeah.
But all the pieces are shiny. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's a Pan-African. That I could tell.
So all I'm doing is.
Go ahead. That was a double mute.
Let me ask you this, Stephen. So our Brazilian brothers and sisters. So let's just say this right here. If the Brazilians, the black Brazilians, if they're fighting for something in their homeland, right? You know, whatever they got going on, equality, because most of their struggles are just like ours, right? If I was to go down there and insert myself into their politics and I didn't put their needs first, right? How do you think that would play out?
Brilliant question. Brilliant question. Now he's saying, so okay, if I go down to Brazil and these folks and I get into their politics, if I don't put the needs of them people first, how do you think that's going to go? Watch how this nigga do a Michael Jackson moonwalk around this damn question. I was still lost, but again, it's willful. This is done on purpose. Look.
But that's not the fault of the immigrants.
We didn't say that.
Wait, I was asked the question. So I'm muting everybody so I can answer the question. Because it's a fair question. But you do understand that it's not even a new question. Everybody in this room knows that the most famous uprising and the most successful uprising, whether you like it or not, of black people in the world occurred in Haiti. What y'all don't realize is it was kicked off by a Jamaican.
Nigga, come on, bro. Come on, man. I wish I had that meme of what's his name? Boosie saying, "Come on, man. Come on now. Now you done put the Jamaican in the listen. Them being the most successful it could be up for debate because they won the battle, but they lost the war. They've been fleeing and it's been a destitute island ever since. So did they really win? And that's another thing. He's still not answering the question. This nigga said the most successful uprising, I'll give him that, was the Haitian Revolution. Yes, it was. But were they really successful? The uprising itself, but they lost the war because they've been fucked up ever since. So technically, it could be debated. But now he putting Jamaica in it. If the Jamaicans can help the Haitians have an uprising, why didn't he help the Jamaicans do the same in Jamaica? Wouldn't he have done that in his hometown versus in Haiti? Think about it. Did y'all send another meatball over there, another Marcus Garvey? What happened? Because I'm confused.
The second most successful revolt could have happened in America. Shout out to what you call it, Denmark Vesey. One of your forebears snitched.
Oh Lord.
Does that make you special? Does that even make you a worse person?
This nigga trying to say that because he called them forebearers. Lord have mercy. He said they were concocting up a plan, and one of Black American forebearers snitched. So now you trying. I swear I hate niggas. Niggas and flies, I do despise. Niggas and flies, I do despise. Niggas and flies, I do, Lord knows, despise. This not a nigga trying to say it was a Black American. I don't even, you know what? You got it, fat. You got it, bro.
Because you got the snitch's blood. No, it's just some fuck shit that happened. Shit happens. History's complicated and history's messy. But my brother, let me tell you this. Che Guevara has his goddamn face all over Cuba, and he ain't Cuban.
What does that have to do with what?
It happens all the time.
Huh?
Yeah, but that still ain't answer my question.
Thank you, brother.
You were like,
I ain't got
if
no
they didn't
chicken
put their
blood in
needs
me, man.
first. If our need is revolution and somebody comes and says, okay, let's kick off the revolution, what I'm going to say? Well, you ain't from here?
So Stephen, you know, I don't even like to make it about social. Wait, right? I don't like to make it social. Like social, we can have because social is different from politics. We can't do shit by race anyway, right? Shout out to whatever Friedman bill passed. I'm gonna look into that legislation. Saw it, didn't even read into it. But right when we specifically talk about the delineation, because that's what's going on when I'm hearing all these stats, right? You know how the rooms get when the anti-black shit going on, right? And again, I don't, just because I'm pro me don't mean I'm anti you, right? You know how this go. Y'all got to cut this misinformation out. But again, we're at the bottom of those stats. So what's going on with that? How can that be explained, right? Why is it not okay to just specifically, like Chalk say, look out for your people group first? It seems like everybody else is.
But see, I am in favor of lineage-based reparations. In fact, as y'all know, I'm in favor of lineage-based scholarships. I'm in favor of lineage-based contracting. Yeah. I'm in favor of lineage-based because the Supreme Court has taken away anything else, right? Mm-hmm. But notice, there's not a brother or sister in the diaspora be like, oh, well, you hate us. No, I'm fighting the machine, and the machine just changed the rules on me. So guess what?
But that's the point. Why does the diaspora have to make this about them?
Right.
Well, even that black conversation. Right.
But wait, because they live here with us.
I get that, but when we want to define something for ourselves, right? It's not saying I don't like what Sharon said. I like how you picked that up. I don't care what you call yourself, right? As long as you're not calling yourself me. Right, because I can't call myself anything but a Black American, an African American, and I get her calling herself Black, But I mean, I posted a clip on the page, right? She is also calling herself African American. So what exactly are we, right? If anybody can identify it just because, you know.
Sorry, Briups. I love your question. Here's the problem. Here's the real problem. And you're blaming your brothers and sisters from the Caribbean for the problem and your brothers and sisters from Africa from the problem. And that's not the reason for the problem. The reason for your problem is America. And your problem is my problem, which is, hi, we don't have a special name for us. We really don't. Because as much as folks say, well, yeah, you're African American. Yeah, well, in America, so is y'all. Because America doesn't give a fuck. We give a fuck, right? But America doesn't. And what you're trying to do, and I get it, I understand it, I even understand the need for it, the visceral need to be recognized. What you're trying to do is find a name. And in order to find a name, you got to push everybody out from using that name. I get it. I understand it. I understand the mechanics of it. But you can't say a black man in America who happens to be an American citizen is not a black American. You can't. The two words that's what they mean.
Facts. I did not want to agree with this nigga, but that's exactly what it means. I said it 2 days in a row. Let them have that black shit. Because a black American in today's society is anybody with melanated skin. They literally fall under that term. Now, I get Tyreek got the foundational part on it or whatever, and that's kind of like a separate thing, you know what I mean, from black Americans. But at the end of the day, when you say black American, just like African American, you're talking about a wide range of people. That is not an identity. I've been saying that. But this nigga all over the place too. Girl.
You're black, you're an American. White American's a white American. You're a black American. It's the Elon Musk problem. The world's most successful African American. Fuck Ron DeSantis for saying it. But you got to understand that's white supremacy trolling you. And you don't react to white supremacy trolling you by pulling the knife out on your brother. If you know that it's white supremacy trolling you, welcome to American colonialism, folks. This ends my TED Talk.
This nigga thought he...
Yeah, I don't...
This is the logical question I have right here. We about to end this shit right here. I gotta go do some shit. Listen, this is the logical question. If what they're saying is true, then I don't understand the issue. What these people on here were saying was, listen, we are all the same, or we are all black Americans. We all working toward the same goal. All right, bet. Why then, when we speak about things specifically for us, you even blink an eye to have an issue with it? There should be zero pushback. If you saying that I support lineage-based reparations, I support lineage-based education, if you're saying that, then where and why is the pushback? Because you don't. People who support are going to just be an ally. There's not going to be a back and forth. It's not going to be but you're trying to delineate, and that's separatism. Why do you care? If you're an ally, you're an ally. If you do something from the kindness of your heart, you do something from the kindness of your heart. That's just how it goes. Okay? So it's very disingenuous for this man to get on here and be like, oh, I'm an ally for this, I'm an ally for that, but still have an issue with us getting things or fighting for things specifically for us. I thought you were an ally. Wait a minute. I thought you were an ally. What is going on? And he made a very good point with these names. Black Americans, I said that when we came to that term. When Twitter told us we now was Black Americans, I said that just muddied the water even more. Because how many black people reside in America? I don't care where they're from, because black is a race. We are identified separately by our cultures. That's why you go to the Caribbean and you got Jamaicans, but the Jamaicans and the Haitians are not the same. Or the Haitians and the Bahamians are not the same. Or the Antiguans or the Arubans are not the same. Yes, they share the same race, but the nationality is different. And when you say Black America, that's the most muddiest term you can give us. Because who the fuck is a Black American? It's anybody. It's Riri if she live in America. Anybody with melanated skin saying that black is what they so-called a race is asinine. And then with the African American thing, that was some bullshit. Because anybody from Africa can come over here in America and say they are an African American. Remember, they believe we came off the boat from Africa, right? So what makes me different from the Nigerian? If they believe that we come off the boat from Africa and the Africans sold us, what makes me different from the Nigerian or the Kenyan who come here tomorrow? Nothing. Nothing. And it's just like they make these broad terms so that they could slide into foolishness. And the immigrants that are benefiting, I ain't gonna lie, most of them immigrants ain't benefiting the way they say they is. The black ones, let me see. Most of them ain't benefiting the way they say they is. But this is what I'm saying. The immigrants who are sitting high and mighty on that horse, like, oh yeah, y'all just begging for reparations, which I don't agree with. Y'all just doing that. Y'all just y'all. You don't think you should put that energy back into the country where you come from? Just think. If you were able to have, I know you live here and you got to vote here, and I get it. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about outside of voting here. See, this is what I love about the African. I don't love them niggas, but this is what I love about them. They're going to make sure home taken care of, even though they ain't there. That's why they get their money. The Mexicans do it too. And they bring that money, they send that money back to wherever they come from. They make sure home is taken care of. But it's something about these black immigrants that they come over here and forget, when it's convenient, that they got a home over there. Now I'm understanding why the Jamaicans feel like if you leave from Jamaica and you go to America, you no longer a Jamaican. Now you an American because, nigga, you left and we stayed. And now you over there with them ideals and principles. You don't roll like that like we roll over here. I get it. You grew up here, cool. But it's different. I understand. I completely understand. But my thing is, these people are not allies. Allies are quiet on the side, waiting to see what they need to do. That's what allies are doing. They're not holding Twitter spaces, talking about y'all being separatists and y'all this, that, and the third, and blah, blah, blah. They're not doing that. Them people not doing that. The allies is over here saying, shout out to the FBA, because when they make theirs, I know we're going to get ours and they're going to help us get, you know what I'm saying? But it's the fake allies for me. It's the fake allies for me. You're going to get on here and say, I don't have a problem with lineage-based reparations, but then why are we having a conversation? Stop it. Listen, y'all. We on here 2 hours, girl. I can't never get off here in an hour. I can't never do it. Anyways, I'm about to get off here and go run some errands and finish braiding my hair. I adore you guys. If I can get enough of my hair done, I may come on live later. It depends on how I feel at the dollhouse. But ultimately, if you guys haven't already, please like the video. I think I missed a super chat. Hold on. If you have not already, please like the super chat. Like the video. Richie China, thank you for the super chat. Boo, next time they go live, please go in there and tell the truth. Child, I was in there last night and fell asleep, snoring down, child. I was knocked out in there. Got 5 hours worth of recorded nothing, girl. It was ridiculous. Thank you, though. I might go in. I might start creeping up, and I don't follow Luke, so I don't get no notifications and stuff. I gotta just be looking. Thank you. I love Mary 1991 for the super chat. I'm a dagavoo. And these LGBTQ like this make me sick. I don't understand why these people identify as an orientation. Acorn first and woman second. Absolutely. And not only that, I would even accept black woman or black man or black trans. I would even accept that. But the it's got to be heavy on the race and identity piece first, because when those people are making them decisions, they don't divide us up by who is in the community and who's not. You know what I mean? They don't divide us by who's in the community and who's not. And you made a great point. It's almost like they don't understand. They feel like they're fighting for a cause that's for them and for you guys. And I'm here for it. But it can't be the detriment to the greater society, because what happens is when you think you're getting something over here, you find out you're not getting nothing over there. And then when you go back to being black, because that's who you are before you open your mouth. We don't know how you identify sexually until you say it. But when you go back to being black, now you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. And that's what's frustrating. But again, I can't be too completely frustrated with these people that think like this, because they have been heavily indoctrinated. They have been extremely indoctrinated. It's almost like has anybody been around somebody with addiction? Has anybody been around a person who's addicted to something? When people fight addiction, they tell you it's a lifelong thing, right? And it's so deep and so dark, and that's why they call it an illness, because it's literally like you're in a doggone in a tunnel with no light. You can't see shit. No matter what happens, you could go to rehab 11 times. You still gonna come back and go back to that drug. Why? Because you're addicted. Indoctrination is another addiction. It is an illness. And guess what? This is the gag. Just like addiction, it is curable, but you have to want to. Why does that make sense? An addict will not get clean until the addict wants to get clean. Yeah, they might say, I'm gonna go this time and then be back by the crack house after that. No. When the addict had enough, then the addict gets clean, right? So no matter how high and how crazy I scream about yo, some people just want to be an addict, and that's okay. But there's a cure for that. And I get it. We're under the indoctrination that education makes us the smartest. It makes us the most successful, when studies show that it literally makes us the opposite. Girl, with student loans and all of that shit, girl, the nigga with no education making more money than you. But neither here nor there. We have to be careful. We have to be extremely careful about this identity thing. We got to be careful about putting all these other orientations in front of who we are. At the end of the day, I don't care who you are, how you identify. You're a black man first or a black woman first. Them clear people, them foreigners, them people they're not gonna divide you because you in a certain community. You a black man or a black woman. I don't care if it's a black TS or whatever. You are a black man and a black woman. The two stand side by side. Period. Point blank. Period. Point blank. So while we are under this heavy addiction to education, because this is going to make me better and it's going to make me smarter and it's going to make me da-da-da. Oh, I got way more education than everybody on this stage and you sound the stupidest. So neither here nor there. Y'all, I just wanted to go over that with y'all. Luke said we some house niggas. Projecting is what it was. But ultimately, that was Luke for the day. Hopefully Luke don't do nothing crazy so I have to talk about him tomorrow, child. I'm tired of Luke. I'm so tired of this Negro. We need to just leave Luke to his own demise and let him do what it is he gonna do. I don't even want to make this, because it's been a Luke week all week, and I'm actually exhausted. But nevertheless, I appreciate you guys. We still have other fights to fight. We still have to deal with the migrant crisis. We still have to deal with they over there following school buses and all that stuff. Your churn ain't safe. You ain't safe. They forming gangs, girl. We got a lot going on. We got to be able to multitask, okay? 15 minutes of sun today, everybody. 15 minutes of sun. Let the sun hit your cranium. Let it hit your head. Take your wig off, ladies. Go outside. Let that sun hit them braids. Do something productive for somebody that you love or somebody that you don't even know, for that matter. I love y'all down to the ground. Get y'all 15 minutes of sun, please, so y'all can wake up out of this stupor. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go! It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I won't blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy, for your boy, for your boy, also for your boy, fix it for your boy, drop it for your, wow, 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 lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had